Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Mirage was a fairly close first map, but Heroic end on powering through to win their own map pick. And now it's up to Trick to see if they can do the same here on Dust2, their own map choice. My name is Hawker, here to bring you the action in the opening game of the EU Minor Closed Qualifier. And we are going to head right into things with Trick starting on the T side. This pistol round looks somewhat similar to what we saw from Trick over on Mirage. On Mirage, they went for that A fake with one player, and then they tried to move into the B site, but this time Borat has found the initial entry. Stavin tries to get to safety, but only gets 1 kills for his troubles, and the rotates will be coming into play. There's no smoke for the cross, which might make things awkward. The bomb trying to move forwards, but NATO Safix comes in with a kill. Acor can't get that bomb back. He has to play it safe, trying to hold things off to allow Bubsky to flank. It's into the 2-on-2, and Acor moving forwards. It's all about the aim fights, and neither side can find the headshots. Bubsky is about to be hunted down. Heroic rushing him on towards him. Bubsky not dealt with just yet, but finally Blame F puts him down, and it's up to Acor to win this one. 1v2. NATO Safix moving forwards. He just cannot connect the shots right now. Both teams struggling. What the hell is going on? Acor finally takes some damage, and Blame F eventually gets the job done. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was a really, really long pistol round, but eventually Heroic find the shots that they were looking for and will be able to take the first round win. Not exactly the cleanest first round you will ever see, but at the end of the day, the main thing that matters is that Heroic have got themselves the 1-0 lead. And into this one, Tricked have literally spent $0. Oh, that's a nice nade. Yep. The Glock train is going to be trying to move in towards mid, but I don't think it's going to be doing anything. The Glock train has been derailed by NATO Safix, who did a lot of work with the USP of all weapons. However, into round 3, you can see why Tricked saved so heavily in that last round. They've got themselves plenty of rifles, good utility, whereas Heroic are sticking with some of their weaker weapons, and Acor even gets the AWP. Let's see if he can land anything on the early mid-cross. No, doesn't even pull the trigger. Ooh, Bubsky gets the opening out towards A long. 2 different angles to watch at the start of this round, and it's Bubsky's SG which finds the initial frag. You can see that Tricked are clearly well prepared for this map, with it being their pick. The Molotov will clear out the close right corner. Tricked are currently on bit of a win streak on this map as Shush spots the aggression, avoids the flashbang, and extends upon Tricked's early advantage. As I was saying, Tricked's currently on a 3-map win streak on Dust2, but this again is against weaker opposition. It's against teams like Aristocracy they played recently, teams like Dream Eaters and Sharks, who you maybe wouldn't expect to be quite the same caliber as Heroic. Then again, Heroic have literally never played this map with this exact lineup. The last time they played it was back in April when they still had Mertz. So we'll see if the addition of NATO Safix has switched anything up for Heroic's Dust2. Right now, it looks like they're going to have to save this one. Stavin was not committed to the B site itself. And sadly, NATO Safix is currently only saving the scouts, which wouldn't be great, but I guess that's just what they're going to have to live with. As for Tricked here, they don't have much money, so I think I would just prefer them to maybe risk losing one player. Bubsky will actually get the kill from behind, but I think Tricked really need to just focus on saving the majority of their guns. As long as they save, 4 players or even 5, then they will be able to build up quite a lot of cash. And I think that's especially important for this Tricked team, because Hunden likes to run quite a structured T side on these teams. He likes to have all those nades available. And just to make sure that they always have those nades, they need to make sure they do build up some money. So the AWP will be bought by NATO Safix. The scout goes over to Esatag, and Heroic have a reasonably good buy into this round. This time, Bubsky's SG will be forced away. Early mid-aggression. Shot landed. Esatag finds the headshot. Both of the snipers chime in early into round number 4. Really good work from Esatag, who was, again, one of the top fraggers for Heroic on the first map. Finding some good form in this opening game of the EU Minor closed qualifier. And Tricked have to try to come back from a 3 versus 5. I always wonder if, for example, in this position where Hunden has died early in the round, if he will just be making the calls from beyond the grave. Because he can see all the information. And you would think that Hunden would maybe want to have impact, even though he may not be alive individually. Either way, Tricked have made up their minds. The push comes into the A site. NATO Safix holding from long. His AWP is looking much improved here on Dust2. Tricked should be able to get that bomb safely onto the site, but the question is, what can they do from a 2 versus 5? Acor doesn't even get back towards short. Not a single casualty for Heroic in this 4th round. They will be winning with all 5 alive. And this is where that money previously from Tricked comes into play. Because they saved all 5 guns in that earlier round win, and because they got the bomb plant here, Tricked will continue to be able to buy. They get the AWP into the hands of Acor. They get plenty of nades across the team. So this is why I think it's important just to really focus on your own money at these early stages. Acor in on the mid-cross. Won't be getting anything done. 4-man long stack for Heroic. Really looking to control this portion of the map early on. And again, Bubsky is about to take early damage. Both of those nades land, but they don't do a massive amount of damage on towards him. He will be alive on 79 points of health. And now that the A-long control has been gathered, you will start to see the Heroic side go back across the map. Stavin is rotating in towards CT. The smoke lands towards mid, so Heroic deny any mid-aggression from Tricked. And they can fall back into a more standard setup, knowing that they have A-long control. Just that one smoke from Tricked baits out the incendiary from the CT side. Heroic have used most of their nades quite early into this round, but Tricked will start to move in towards A with these smokes. Flashbangs ready to be deployed as well. There is a man in towards the pit, but Freiberg up on the angle will go down. Borit finds the initial entry, and that will prompt Trick to push into this A site. BlameF behind them in the smoke, cuts off one side of the push entirely, and now Trick all have to come through from A long. That could be a bit of a problem. BlameF prepared for this one, but Bubsky eventually trades him out. Bubsky tries to find more, but Stavin is playing in the midst of the smoke. Bubsky has to plant the bomb, and Stavin will hunt him down. 3 kills from Stavin there, in from the CT position. Just dipping and diving in and out of that smoke. Being a real nuisance for the Tricked team who are trying to get that bomb down. I really like how Stavin played that one. And Heroic will be able to take a 4th round win. Looking good for Heroic so far. The one thing I will say is that I don't think you can just rely on, for example, BlameF to sit in that smoke. That's something that should only work once or twice in a half. Tricked will be aware of that possibility now. So it's not like Heroic can go for that same hold in every single round. But NATO Safix has looked good with the AWP. That's been something that I was looking towards for this one, because you would expect on Mirage, NATO to be able to do quite a lot of damage with the sniper there, but he couldn't really get involved. Now that we're on Dust2, NATO Safix is looking a lot more comfortable. He's having impact for his team, and Tricked will have to go for the pistols once again. Nades exchange towards mid, allows NATO Safix the opportunity. Hunden's actually taking damage from the molly there, down to 43 points of health. It's going to be a burst play in towards B with these pistols. Stavin waiting patiently, picks up no kills. It's Sesatag who finds the early damage. Aggression in towards B. Stavin stays alive at the back of the bomb site. And Shush will not be able to do anything. Nice flashbang from NATO Safix to keep his teammates safe. Look at those early flash stats. Not too much going on. Although NATO Safix has done a decent bit of utility damage as well. Here comes the buy into round number 7. Tricked struggling to find rounds early on their T side of Dust2. And this boost from NATO could work out. Oh, NATO in above the smoke. That's a really nice angle to get the opening. Acor just was not ready for that one. And quick reactions from NATO Safix as well. He was lightning fast on that shot. So the Battle of the AWPers goes the way of NATO Safix. Smoke deployed towards mid. BlameF blinded, but he won't be put under pressure, as Tricked have to slow down. They don't want to risk rushing through that smoke. Again, we're seeing some really nice little adaptations here from Heroic. Just that boost in towards mid to throw something slightly different at Tricked. It almost reminds me of like boxing, where you just all of a sudden, you know, throw a slightly different punch. Maybe throw a left hand instead of a right. Just something to keep Tricked guessing. It's really nice to see. Nice shot from Shush though. NATO Safix unable to hold the A bomb site. And this time, Tricked have got the bomb planted on A, and they've got themselves good numbers left alive for this retake attempt. Or I should say, for the hold attempt for Tricked. They've got the bomb down. They can afford to just sit in position and wait for Heroic to move towards them. Freiberg looking to find the angle. The rest of his team are in from CT, so they have to rush forwards. Kills traded out. Bubsky also goes down into a 2-on-2, but the Molotov might be the difference maker. Shush in with another frag. Shush finds them all. 3 kills for him on the hold. Excellent work from him in the round. And Tricked take their 2nd round win over the line. But they had to work really hard for that one. Heroic did a solid job on that retake at making sure they stuck together, at making sure they traded out the frags. It forced Shush into a clutch scenario, but Shush does enough to win Tricked the round. And again, Shush has been really solid for Tricked. Just such a dependable player. A really reliable player for this Tricked team. Take a quick look at the odds for Dust2. With it being Tricked's map pick, they were put forward as favourites for this one. I assume we might see that change over time as Heroic have been getting round wins on the board. Back into another gun round. Sadly, Acor only has the scout. I'm somewhat surprised he's taking the risk of challenging mid, knowing that NATO beat him last time around. I wonder if Heroic are unaware that there's an AWP in play from the CT side. Or sorry, if Tricked are unaware that the CTs have an AWP in play, because they were playing quite carelessly towards mid there. They weren't really too worried. It will be the full rifles for Heroic. No kit in play though, and it's quite easy to get this bomb down on the A site with just a couple of smokes. So that could be a concern for Heroic. So Safix will land a shot towards mid. Again, Tricked were playing pretty carelessly in towards those mid doors, and eventually it ends up costing them. Easy shot for NATO Safix, but like I was saying, this bomb can be planted on A without any issues. And remember, Heroic have no kit for this retake. They've got to go quick. S-Attack has the one kit in play, sorry, I missed that out, and S-Attack wins the fight towards A long. Stavin comes through with one kill of his own. So with one kit in play, now this is much more likely. This is much more doable, and the nades are really doing the damage here. Acor is trapped at the back of the site. The scout will not be winning this one. Again, sorry about, I don't know how I missed that S-Attack had the kit the whole time, but they didn't even need the kit. Tricked couldn't really get into good enough positions. Heroic used their nades in on the retake. They win their 6th round. And even with the bomb plant, Tricked's money is somewhat questionable here. They will have themselves 4 Desert Eagles, so just the pistols in play. It's not like Heroic have got themselves a whole lot of money built up either. So Tricked will be hoping that they can do a little bit of damage here. If Tricked can find a couple of frags in this round, if they can force the reinvestment, that could be relevant in the rest of this game. NATO Safix has been somewhat static with the AWP, almost always holding towards these mid doors, but it's been successful for him, so there's no real need to switch things up. And yet again, Tricked goes straight back towards short. They've been able to find this bomb plant fairly easily so far, so they will attempt to do the same again. This time the Molotov will slow things down. Damage done. Blame F picks up the opening. Good flashbang onto the second and the third. Blame F cleaning up. This could be the ace. It gets denied by Shush, but at the end of the day, Blame F has done more than enough. Shush eventually finds one, but NATO Safix is there to pick up the round win. At least a couple of kills for Tricked, but that's not going to affect Heroic's economy too much. Again though, like I was saying, Heroic's money wasn't that good to begin with. So the money on the CT side is pretty susceptible to being broken right now. If Heroic were to lose this round, there would definitely be questions as to whether they could buy. And again, 4-man A long stack. Freiburg finds the opening. Hunden had no clue what hit him. Tricked. Oh no, nothing is going right for them. NATO Safix gets one through the smoke. And Tricked gets absolutely shut down over towards A long. They finally spotted that 4-man A long stack that Heroic go for in some of these rounds. Unfortunately, it's costed them 3 players. Again, NATO Sapphix in a pretty strong position, blinded by the flashbang, but you can see the advantage of this angle. He can just fall back to a slightly different position, picks up a kill on the hold, and Acor, fully blinded, will not be able to do anything. Freiburg moves forwards, Heroic win another round. And you wonder if Heroic have maybe been quietly working on this Dust2. Like I was saying, this is a map that they've literally never played in official games with this exact lineup. The last time they played it, they still had Mertz on the team when they played it against FaZe. It looks like a bit of a sleeper map for Heroic because they're looking really, really good on this right now. We've seen quite a few different setups from them as well. Quick mid-aggression, NATO Sapphix has to hold with the AWP, snipes a couple of players down. Decides not to stick around any longer though. Doesn't want to get rushed down by the pistols. Herndon will also fall over towards short, and at least Bubsky has recovered the 1 rifle that they dropped. But being in a 2 versus 4, Tricked shouldn't have too many opportunities. FlameF gets aggressive and gets rewarded with 2 frags. Heroic storming away with this one right now. A 9-2 lead. NATO Sapphix just about at the top of the scoreboard with BlameF not too far behind. Those 2 players have really impressed here. And again, I'm definitely impressed with how NATO Sapphix has stepped it up here on Dust2. Because on Mirage, he was very quiet. He didn't get too involved with the AWP. But heading into Dust2, it's been a completely different NATO. I think the one thing we haven't really seen much of from the CT side, from Heroic, is any B tunnels aggression. But then again, why would they need to go for any B tunnels aggression? Because they've been winning so many rounds. Again, Tricks have almost always committed in towards this A site, thinking that they could get the round win. And Heroic have been happy to play it in as a retake. They've been really successful in doing so. Another position is going to be over towards A long, which we need to talk about, because Heroic have been taking A long control in almost every round, meaning they can fully focus on short. And what a flashbang! BlameF nearly finds a 3K. Borup survives on literally 1 point of health. If BlameF was slightly closer, that could have been the triple. Instead, it's Stavin to get 2 kills back towards mid. And Heroic are just flexing their muscles right now. BlameF certainly is. With those big old biceps. And there it is. Stavin closes it out. I mean, the fact that he knows he's against an AWPer there and he just stands in the open, that just shows how confident Heroic are feeling right now. This has been a bit of a whitewash here on Dust2, and if you have just joined us, you may be surprised to hear that this is the map pick of Tricked. They chose Dust2, and you can see in the odds that it's not really been going well for them. Heroic are heavy, heavy favourites to take this with a 2-0 scoreline right now. We need to see something from Tricked. They've rarely gone in towards this B site, but it looks like Heroic have managed to get the right read in this round. This is the first time Heroic have had 3 players over towards this B bomb site. Nice entry from Borup. Looks for more, but BlameF is in the right place at the right time. Bubsky manages to trade onto the B site itself, and BlameF will be looking to hold. Another kill from him. He's performing so well right now. Always seems to be in the exact position he needs to be. I mean, maybe that's part of the reason why BlameF has taken over as in-game leader, because just in that round alone, you can see he switches up his position. He'd been playing on A short in most of these rounds. This time, BlameF helps hold towards mid and makes the difference for his team. A long aggression about to come through. Heroic will reply with some counter nades straight through the smoke. Aggression comes in. BlameF in with another triple kill. Flash goes forwards. BlameF quad kill. USP nearly picks up the ace, but Borup denies him. Borup not able to find any more though. Stavn shuts him down, and BlameF is an absolute beast right now. 23 kills so far in the first half. Could even be more because we've got the last round of the half to play. I almost feel bad for like NATO Safix, who was on 15 frags. He was wanting to get more kills, and BlameF's just getting all the kills now. You can't really find frags when BlameF's getting triple and quad kills in almost every round. Ooh, nice shot from Acor. Good damage done. NATO Safix is dangerously low on health, and he will be caught in the back. The early damage from Acor having an impact as Borup finds the easy cleanup kill. And Stavn is solo holding B. BlameF finally falls. That's the kill that Tricked were really looking for. BlameF removed from the round. The B site will be taken. And Tricked surely have this round in the bag. Heroic have to attempt the retake, but they will not be successful in doing so. Tricked salvage a third round at the end of the half, but Heroic remain in full control of this game. Wow, over on the B stream, Crazy up against Nordavind. Crazy were the team formerly known as Valiants, and they won that first map. It is important to keep an eye on that as well if you are a fan of either of these teams, because the winner of this game will go up against the winner of Crazy against Nordavind. You would expect Crazy to be favoured for that one, but the second map is currently quite close. Here, though, it looks like we have a bit of a pause, so let me quickly check why this pause has come through. I'll give you an update in just a second. Okay, apparently Stavn has spilled his drink, which is the worst excuse ever. I mean, literally just get like a bottle with a lid on it so that you don't spill your drink, maybe. But you know what? We'll let him off because Heroic are playing really well. I just want to inform Stavn that bottles exist, you know? Or just don't be clumsy. Like, I can drink out of a glass and not knock it over. I'm good. So yes, a quick technical pause while Stavn cleans up whatever beverage he has spilled all over his desk. Hopefully not on his peripherals. It always sucks when you spill a drink like on your keyboard or something. That's the worst. Especially if it's like something sticky. Oh, that's not fun. I wonder what we see from Tricked on this second half pistol. Because it is a must-win round, realistically. If they want to come back here, Tricked are going to have to win this one. I guess you just go for whatever your standard setup is. I don't think it's worth taking a massive risk at this point. As for Heroic, they will have themselves one set of nades on towards NATO Safix. Tricked pick up the kit into the hands of Borup, and it looks likely to be a fast B play for Heroic. Esitag leading the charge in on the B site. Hunden already dealt with. Second man in towards Carr. He's fully blinded. Shush finds one frag for his troubles, but it's just not enough. Only the one kill in on the hold. And Tricked are left in a terrible position. Freiburg finds another kill. Acor currently has 2 kills to his name. He's going to need 4 more if he wants to win this one. There is a kit somewhere. There it is, right in front of him. Oh, Stavn just finds his head over the top of the box. Heroic win the second half pistol round, and at this point, surely this game is all but over. We'll see if the odds agree with me. Yes, 1.00 odds on Heroic at this point. I mean, you can't really blame them. Heroic have just been too hot to handle here on this second map. And this is a really positive sign for Heroic moving forwards. Oh, this mid-rush. Oh, God, NATO. Oh, he's finding frags. The nade is good as well. Nice stuff from NATO Safix. He actually got a wallbang headshot there. And that is why you don't rush down mid when you're against a sniper. And you only have USPs. Like I was saying, though, this is a really good sign for Heroic, because I was looking at their map pool just prior to this game, and it wasn't looking great for them, honestly. Like, this Heroic team have been really good on the maps they've been playing, but we hadn't really seen them on Dust2, we hadn't really seen them on Vertigo. Train wasn't played too often for them either, so it's nice to see that Dust2 is a good map for this side. And Rotate Bubsky comes in with a couple of kills. There's the third. Bubsky dropping the bomb in on the B-bomb site. And it looks like Tricked will have something left up their sleeve. Freiburg with the Molotov and the smoke combination to try to get the bomb back. Upgrades to an AK. Ooh, the angle's not quite there for him. Bubsky is just alive behind the box, and A-Core comes in for the cleanup. There's another round win for Tricked. That was a bit of a bonus round, though. Heroic just decided to go for the fast B rush. This time they can get the full rifles. Six scoped rifles currently on the server. 5 of them being Tricked with the full AUGs, and then Esatag will go for the SG. Early nade. This is another B-rush. Shush has got the Molotov. They smoke it off. Shush lines them up. Easy angle for the AUG, but only 2 kills to his name. Bubsky comes in with one of his own, and it's brought into the 2 versus 2 retake. Borup and Hunden side by side. The bomb yet to be planted. Stavn needs assistance right now. He can't get that bomb down. He doesn't feel comfortable doing so. A couple of nades dumped onto the site. Stavn's down to 17 points of health. And Hunden is going to flash for his teammate. No ammo left for Stavn. Freiburg finds the first into the 1 versus 1. 2 veteran players, and Hunden will win it out for Tricked. Another round on the board. They're not out of this one just yet, but they are hanging by a thread here, considering how big of a lead Heroic currently have. We've got 3 P250s for Heroic into round 20. A couple of Glocks as well. Standard issue pistols for the T side. Ooh, Stavn. Ooh, goes a bit too far. Takes some damage. Mid control coming through for Heroic. The issue with moving up A short is they don't have any nades. So A-Core can just lock down this angle. He currently only has 3 kills on the board. Oh, the run boost attempt. Here we go. Nicely done. A-Core goes for the nade. That's a good nade as well. Doesn't quite get the kill. A-Core ends up going down, and Hunden here for the cleanup. Doubles his kills there. He was on 3 frags, now he's up to 6. Nice stuff from Hunden. Easy hold for him. Heroic only get the 1 kill in that round, but we should see a buy here. Unless Heroic really want to save for that AWP for NATO Safix, but surely they've got to buy. Yeah, they've got the money for it. There's no reason not to. Quite a early timeout here. Quite a preemptive timeout from Heroic. I guess they just really want to make sure there's literally 0 chance of the comeback. Just don't want to throw away this round unnecessarily. And with all the Heroic players pointing towards A long, I think I've got a decent idea as to what Heroic will be going for at the start of this one. Stavin's got a good spawn. He will look to get something going early with the AK. Let's see how much Trick's put towards A long to try and hold that one off. Smoke deployed by NATO Safix. Flashbang about to go over the top. Plenty of flashbangs, in fact. The CT's quite blind right now, but Borup goes darting through the smoke. Aggression pays off for him, but he only gets 1 kill. Even trades in towards A long. It's brought into a 3 versus 3, and Acor is going to move forwards. Currently trapped in towards car. That could be a problem because NATO Safix has the Molotov. He might be forced away from that angle. Aggression about to come through. Oh no, this is not good. Oh, Freiberg also moving forwards. This is so awkward. Bubsky nails the headshot onto NATO Safix. Acor eventually gets the follow-up frag. And Blame F was attempting to lurk. He might be able to slip into the back lines here. Could there be a chance in the 1v3? It's not that likely because Acor is watching towards that A site. And Blame F must know the bomb has been lost, so it's very unlikely there's going to be a player on this B site. I think he might just be playing for the save at this point. 30 seconds left, he's about to be dead. Or is he? Okay, well, Shush eventually gets the kill. Oh, okay. I see you, Shush, I see you. I don't think you're really going to be able to tilt Heroic, who are currently 14-7 up. But I like it. Maybe just hyping themselves up more than anything. Over on the Tricked side. Another low buy for Heroic into round 22. Could be going for another quick B play. Again, Blame F away from the rest of the team. He likes playing in on the lurk pretty often. Just to see if he can spot out any players going over aggressive. Flash for mid. B split might not be the worst idea here. Blame F force forwards. Nice shot. And he gets away through the flames. Again, Blame F's individual skill shining through. 1 man left at the back of the bomb site. It's Shush who has to hold. Shush in with the second, but the trade is good. These pistols have come into a really winnable position right now. Bomb will be planted, or will it? Hunden moving forwards, but he doesn't commit to the angle. Esatag will be allowed to smoke window. Hunden lining up the flashbang. Acor currently has the AWP. It's Hunden to go in first. Hunden jumping forwards. Acor gets the shot. Nice trade from Blame F. 1v1. Blame F trying to find the angle, trying to find the shot. But Acor takes his face off and wins the round for Tricked. Good to see Acor's AWP have some impact as well, because he had been quite quiet throughout Dust2. NATO Safix had definitely been getting the better of the AWP battles. And speaking of the AWP battles, NATO Safix is going to have the AWP available to him, but Tricked have decided to go for a slight switch up, pulling out the double AWP setup into round 23. Early A-long fights again. NATO Safix had the best spawn. Flash is good. Molly forces him away, but NATO Safix stays in the flames to find the opening in round 23. Could that be the start to the round that Team Heroic were waiting for? B Tunnel's aggression from Tricked is not going to continue. They cancel that one, not wanting to risk any further casualties. Blame F begins to move towards mid. And just taking a quick look at Tricked's economy, if they lose this round, they will have a really limited buy for what could be the last round of the game. So really, this does remain as a must-win round for Tricked, even if they want to play for overtime. 50 seconds left. Bubsky will be left as the solo B player, but because he's in such an aggressive angle with the AWP, they feel comfortable leaving him alone on B. Maybe that's going to be a bit of a problem, though. The mid smoke is going to make Tricked a little scared of that B site, but they will not rotate. They will stay strong on towards A. And with 25 seconds left, Heroic have to commit to the A site. Nades going back and forth. Tricked not really holding the site itself. They're playing for the retake, and A-Core misses the first shot. 10 seconds left. Heroic have got to get the bomb down. They find the angle. They've got the players on the site, and the bomb will be planted. Blame F in with the first, and Stavern steals away the second, but it's all on Shush. This is over. This round is over. Shush will go down. Heroic win the round without losing a single player. And as I said, Tricked's money is absolutely wrecked. Hunden gets one FAMAS. That's about it. And that might just be game, set, and match. Would be nice if Blame F could get that 30 bomb in this last round. We'll keep an eye on it. He's 3 kills away. Early A long aggression. Hunden is here to try to stop them. Ooh, mid push from Borup has gone without being spotted. Hello. Maybe something available to him. Oh, Blame F is surely screwed. Yep, he's screwed. Ooh, Blame F actually turned around, but the kill comes in, and that will allow Heroic, or force Heroic, really, to push up through A long. Shush goes darting through the smoke, gets 1 kill for his troubles. Hunden in on the site. Trades just coming through thick and fast, but after all is said and done, it's NATO Safix who needs to clutch. Switches it over to the AK. Ooh, damage done. NATO Safix trying to find the angle. In with the first, but not the follow-up. Bubsky trades on towards him. Tricked stay alive a little bit longer. And this game is starting to get slightly closer. Again, the odds, I think, are for the win in regulation. So Tricked literally can't do that now. But even then, even if I'm wrong with that, I mean, Heroic are still massive favourites, right? With the 15-9 lead. Stavern just running forwards. Flash assist comes through from Freiberg in behind. A-Core, nice shot towards long, goes for a little bit more and gets the follow-up frag. A-Core hungry for the triple kill, but this time Freiberg finds him. Again, even trades come through. Bubsky running right in for the flank. Tricked are very aware of what's about to hit them, but NATO Safix opens up the A site. Second smoke will allow safe cross to the site itself. Shush holding this one. Damage done. Bomb is dropped. And NATO Safix needs to win another clutch. Molly towards short allows him to recover the rifle. The issue might be the flank from A long. Bubsky about to come into position. NATO Safix doesn't know this man is here, but he stays alive. NATO pops his head up, doesn't go down instantly, but eventually Bubsky does the damage necessary. Again, Heroic are taking these rounds close, but Tricked just continue to survive. And they will look to save the double AWP setup. We've seen previously Bubsky picking up the secondary AWP alongside Acor. Ooh, no, they won't save the 2 AWPs. They decide to save the SG instead. Well, Heroic have still got plenty of cash into round 26. I don't think Heroic will be too worried just yet. But it is starting to get a little close, considering the lead that Heroic had. Again, Heroic were 14-3 up at the start of this second half after winning the pistol round. Tricked have worked hard just to get to this point. And there is light at the end of the tunnel for Tricked, but they still need 5 round wins in a row to get to overtime. And even once you get to overtime, that basically just resets everything, which is the sad thing for Tricked. Again, you're going to see that early battle for A-Long quite often, but there's only one CT on B. Oh, wow. STag stands in the flames and finds the opening. Big problems for Tricked. Nice rotate from Bubsky, but the bomb is moving into the B site. Tricked are unlikely to be able to stop this bomb plant from happening. Stavin's a little bit scared because of those smokes, but he will get the bomb down. This is Heroic's chance. 4v4. Good awareness from Acor, watching for the flank, gives his team the man advantage. Heroic are all trapped on the site itself, and the nades. Oh! Bubsky gets the shot through the smoke. Kills keep on coming. STag trying to hold, but he only gets 1 kill. Tricked in with a nice B-sided retake. I think the fact that Acor is watching for the flank especially just goes to show that Tricked are not really panicking right now. They really are just taking this round by round. They continue to have all the awareness of the options available for Heroic. And with these consistent bomb plants, at least Heroic can keep buying. They've got another gun round into round 27. And the AWP looking to land the shot, not able to do so. We haven't seen too many of those AWP shots on towards mid throughout this game. I think Acor landed 1 of them onto NATO Safix, but not enough for the kill. And you do start to feel that Heroic have probably started to use most of their strategies at this point. They've gone for that B play. We've seen them go over towards the A site in multiple rounds. I wonder how much Heroic have got left in that strategy book. How much has Blame F got thought up for this map? Ooh, that's an interesting smoke from STag. Might have landed towards the A-long corner. I think that's what that was. Nice shot from Acor in on the A site. Hunden dishing out the damage, but it's Acor who's finding the frags. Freiberg eventually gets 1 kill in reply, but the rotate may be coming in too quickly. Shush has to hold this one off. The timing is just right. Freiberg caught off guard, but now Shush has got to get back to the B bomb site. Push about to come his way. Flashbang is good. Shush goes down. Nice shot from Blame F, and the bomb can probably cross to the site. NATO Safix allows that to happen, but Borup lands the shot. Nice shot from NATO. That's such a tight angle, but he's only got 9 seconds. AK trying to get the bomb, trying to find it, but Borup pops up for yet another kill. And Tricked are going to keep on going here. Okay, I'm starting to sweat a little bit now. As are, I'm sure, all the Heroic fans at home. if you have just joined us, Heroic had a 14-3 lead at the start of this T side after winning the pistol round. Now it is 15-12. Whatever you want to say about Tricked, you've got to give them credit for the hearts that they are showing right now. They are not giving up without a fight, and hey, those odds are looking slightly better for Tricked now. There you go. Okay, if I've watched Counter-Strike, and I have watched a lot of Counter-Strike, somehow Heroic will probably just win this round with the pistols. So many times you see this happen. Let's see. Tricked cannot afford to underestimate their opponents in this one. Nice nade. NATO Safik so low on health, and Borup finds him. Acor currently holding the A site, taking damage, but he lands the shot, and looks like Tricked will not fall foul to the pistols. Nice shots from Acor there. That second shot in particular was very well taken. And there are only 2 rounds left in regulation. The question is, will Tricked be able to take us to overtime, or can Heroic have someone step up? Third timeout taken by Heroic. Understandably so at this point of the game, because Tricked are causing them real problems here. I was saying earlier that I was excited to see how well Heroic were playing on Dust2. Maybe we need to question that, because their T side has not been working out. I think I remember like 5 or 6 rounds ago, I think we were saying that BlameF had 27 kills. He's only up to 28 now, so you can see some of the individuals have really started to slow down. Also, shout out to Hunden with the 39 enemies flashed. Always got to keep an eye on those utility stats. Once again, Tricked will be able to control A long without any difficulties. Shush is ready to get aggressive. Ooh, I was going to say, that would be a pretty big risk. Decides against it. Mid control has not been a problem for Heroic. They've been able to take mid control in almost every round. It's when they actually move towards the bomb sites that they've been having difficulties. And in some of these rounds, they have been able to get the bomb planted. But Tricked are also willing to play for the retake, depending on the circumstances. Nade stack from Tricked, not well timed. 50 seconds left for Heroic, and they will begin to use those smokes over towards A. Tricked don't have too many nades left this time around. Deep smoke towards B. Shush doing a little bit of damage. And here comes the aggression with 30 seconds left. Heroic will attempt the B split. Nice shot onto the opening. Bubsky, the only man on B, only gets 1 kill. This could be it. Heroic have themselves the B site. They have themselves every advantage. NATO Safik's holding close. Nice shot. NATO nearly gets the chance for the follow-up, but Acor is able to get the trade. Such a quick flick from NATO Safix, but it's the 2v3 we have to look towards. Flash goes over the top. Molotov forces Borup to reposition. Tricked are desperate for anything right now. Borup, nice shot, but it's up to Acor. In with the trade. 1v1. BlameF sitting below the window. Acor trying to find the angle, biding his time. Acor wins the fight. Tricked are not done yet. Somehow, some way, they get the 2v3 to work out for them. And this almost feels like it's destiny for Tricked to win this game right now. They just cannot lose these rounds. If you'd have told me we were going to round 30 earlier on in this game, I would not have believed you. I would have called you a madman. But Tricked have somehow pulled it off. They've somehow got to this position. And this is where the pressure really builds. Because now Tricked are so close to overtime. This is where you really start to realize, oh my god, we could actually do this. I mean, then again, think about the pressure on Heroic right now. If they lose this game from a 14-3 lead, I'm sure they will never hear the end of it. Especially against your Danish enemies as well. I'm sure anytime that you see any of these Tricked players, they will be bringing up, hey, remember that time we came back from a 14-3 deficit? A long aggression coming through. A couple of smokes onto the corner. Heroic force Tricks back to the bomb site. Hang on a second. How has this happened? Bubsky's in behind. Oh my god, the knife. Bubsky, you absolute beast. It's round 30, my man. You did not have to knife him. You didn't have to take that risk, but I love it anyway. Just over a minute left on the clock, and Tricked have somehow found the man advantage. It's Bubsky in on the flank to give his team the 5v4. Acor holding on A long with the AWP. Smoke isn't really going to cut off this angle. He could land this shot. Fully blinded, NATO Safix lines up the entry. Acor up close, nice shot, drops the bomb. Hunden in behind. Acor finally falls, and there's a second frag. Freiburg gets the bomb back into the 2v2. This is absolutely everything for both of these teams. Heroic looking to take the victory. Freiburg hiding on the site, but it's BlameF in with the kill. Shush has got to win a 1-on-2. Fakes the drop down, walks forwards. Freiburg on the site, spots him. Shush moving up close, needing this shot. Shush gets the opening, tries to get this second. Shush goes down. So close, but so far. BlameF closes it out for Heroic. They will take it 2-0. But my god, we've got to put our hands up to Tricked and give them a round of applause, because they made that about as close as it could have been. Even at the end there, how much health did BlameF have left? That was ridiculous. When it is going to be Heroic who take it over the line. 16-14, they win this series 2-0. But again, Tricked did such a good job at even making this close. And that is going to be me done for the day, but we've got plenty of games left in this European qualifier. Make sure to stick around. There are so many good teams here. You are not going to want to miss any of these series. But as for myself, Hawker, I am going to be done for the day. Thank you guys for watching. I really had a lot of fun on that map. That was so entertaining. But it is going to be Zesht and Mitch who take you through the rest of the matches. Two very beautiful boys. So I'm sure you guys will enjoy. Thank you for watching and make sure to stick around. I believe it is Big versus Sprout up next. Another cheeky little matchup. That will be exciting.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.com.